Microphone. We'll open it up for questions for Bryce. First question down here in the front, on the left.
Harper, we know that this team is kind of hungry for last year, so I just basically want to ask you, what difference did you see from this year to the last one?
Yeah, last year was great. I think, having a new team and a new story. We got multiple guys that have been here and that have played in the postseason. If you look at Trea or Schwarber or JT, everybody's going to pull and vibe off each other. I think just that next man up mentality, I think we do a great job of that. Just being able to, rewrite the story, right? Not dwelling on last year. I think that was the big thing in spring training. Just understand there's a new team, new story, new vibe, whatever we can do to get back here. And, we've played some really good baseball, and, we're excited to bring, Red October back and get this, thing going again.
Okay. The second row here in the middle.
See you wearing the Trey Turner shirt, and he was saying how in years past you would joke with him on the base pass or whatever, hey, let's get you to Philly, we want you. So how special is it? He comes here, and you guys are now in the postseason here in Philadelphia together.
Yeah, I mean, any type of player that I play with, or opposing team or anything like that, kind of if I like the way you play or anything like that, I'm going to try to get you to play here. It's a great place to play. It's fun. I've always said it, we got the best fans in baseball. It's an amazing place to play. And Trey made that decision to come here, and he's part of this group, and he's played great baseball for us. And, it's going to be a lot of fun to, see him, on our side in the postseason and getting this thing going. And, I know as a team, we're just excited to, get it going, have some fun.
Next question for Bryce. Okay, we're going to go in the back on the left.
Bryce, you obviously experienced the postseason here last year, but you were stuck DHing. Are you excited to kind of be out there in first base, take it in from a different point of view this year, and be on the field all 9 innings, hopefully?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're able to just get in there and play, I was very happy I was able to get back this year and get back onto the field. We weren't sure at the beginning of the year if that was going to happen, and doing it at first base, it's a little bit different. But, very excited to just get out there and be able to be part of it. See the fans from a different perspective as well, instead of just in the dugout but on the field, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm just excited to be here.
Second row on the left.
Bryce, given that you did come back from surgery so quickly, the quickest I guess from that kind of surgery, did you have tempered expectations? I mean, it took you had that home run drought, and all of a sudden after the All-Star game you're back to being your normal self. Did you have tempered expectations when you came back about how long it might take to get to that point? Or are you just gung-ho and you thought you could pick up where you left off?
Yeah, just not really sure. Anytime you're able to, go through something like that, you're not sure how you're going to come back or what's going to happen. But I'm just very fortunate to have the trainers that I have. Having the surgeon that I did in Elitrosh, understanding that he did a great job on my elbow. Being able to kind of understand that it's going to take a minute. Not being able to work out in the off season or hit, not being able to have a spring training. But for me, it's knowing that I could be that type of player. If you struggle or not, or if you're going through something, you can always get back from that, and just trying to go back to basics and do those things. But I think being able to finish the way I did and finish strong was really good, and just really happy with how my year in the regular season ended, and just trying to propel that into the postseason.
Okay. On the back on the right, Gabe.
Hey, Bryce. Last year, you guys were the team that got in the last week, and then you got on a roll, got all the way to the World Series. Knowing the kind of momentum that can be generated, how important is it for you guys to not let the Marlins get that feeling at all?
Yeah, I mean, the Marlins are a really good team. They've played some great baseball. They have a really good pitching staff. Luzardo's really tough. He's a punch-out guy, and I think as a team they have that vibe, right? But also we're kind of still that underdog as well. We got 4 or 5 teams in front of us right now. We're still a wild card team just like anybody else. Everybody restarts and starts over. So the Marlins are a wild card team. We're a wild card team. They're a really good team. Like I said, they got a great pitching staff, really good bullpen. They made some good additions late in the year for them to get to this point. And it's one game at a time for us, just like last year. Going in and just playing our game and understanding that we're a really good team and just got to play our game.
Okay. All the way on the left over there, Alex.
Hey, Bryce. Wes Wilson was someone that hasn't had a lot of big league experience, wasn't necessarily a lock to make this roster, but it seems like he's made a big impression in his short time here. Just what have you seen out of his at-bats and his time with the club?
Yeah, he's a really good player, man. Being able to kind of have him come up here and do what he did and then send him back down, and him being a 30-30 guy in the minor leagues, that's really tough to do, and he did that all year and did a really good job. And I think he was probably in discussion to start tonight, if I had to guess. He's a great player, great person, really smart on the bases. I think he's going to bring some, fire to that dugout, and being able to late in games possibly get in there and, have a late pinch hit at bat against a lefty or, righty as well. I mean, I think he swings the bat really well against both, and, he brings a different dynamic to this team, which is really good.
Anything else with Bryce? Go in the back on the left.
Bryce, obviously a lot of you guys experienced this last year. For the guys who haven't, Wilson, Rojas, Pache, you got a guy in the bullpen who's been here a week. Do you have any conversation with them about what to expect or anything like that to help them prepare for this, or is it just something they got to experience themselves?
No, I mean, you'll learn quick. It is what it is. So you're either going to be ready for the moment or not. Just go out and play their game. That's it. I mean, nothing else, nothing less, nothing more. But I think you'll learn pretty quick, what it's going to be like. And I think we have a really good dynamic in our clubhouse as well, where we don't care where you're from, who you are, how old, what you're doing, or anything like that. You're here to help us win. You're part of our family. You're here, and I couldn't care less if we had a kid that was 18 or 19 years old in our clubhouse. If he can help us win, I'm all about it. Or if it's 45-year-old player, I don't care. As long as you're here to help us win, that's all we want.
Next question. Anything else in the middle there? In the back?
Hey, Bryce, how does your experience coming up as an 18-year-old help you mentor these young guys that come up at this time?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just letting them be themselves. That's it. Letting them know that we love on them, and, we want them to be the best players they can no matter what. We want them to be themselves and play with that passion, that fire they want to play with, but also understand that you got to, respect the game and play it the right way, and good or bad, play it the right way as well. So just let them be themselves as much as possible.
Bryce, thanks a lot.
Cool. Thanks, guys.